For the past 2 years, Gudakesh Motie have been considered West Indies' #1 spinner. Right here, right now, he has an opportunity to do a match winning performance for the West Indies. The pitch has begun to turn and it is turning sharply. Motie must come to the party today, right here, right now. Joshua da Silva also needs to come to the party. Before lunch, Seals nicked off Markram. The ball fell short of first slip, and I told you that Jeffrey Dujan would have gotten to that quite easily because of how light Dujan was on his feet. Clearly, Da Silva is lapsing in concentration. I did not get much reaction then, but just a short while ago, Jason Older nicked off Zorzi, and the ball almost fell on the Silva toe, and he tried to catch it with his one hand. Joshua da Silva is disappointing us once again with his wicket keeping. And having played a rash shot where his hands were so stiff as he tried to drive that delivery from Mulder and nicked off the Markram, his performance over the last matches is nothing to write home about, and West Indies fans must be worried about Joshua da Silva performances. As Seals comes into Zorzi and he plays it out into the offside and there is no run. You cannot have your bowlers doing their very best trying to bowl wicket-taking deliveries on a pitch that seems out, although it is now leaning towards a spinner, and your fielders are not giving you the support. The primary function of the fielders, which the wicketkeeper is the leading fielder on the team, is to assist your bowlers in getting wickets. Joshua da Silva is not doing that at this moment. Hello everyone, welcome to the Caribbean #1 cricket channel for the live watch along as we pushed up after lunch on the second day of the second test match. Scores in the match so far: South Africa 160 all out. West Indies replied with 144 all out. South Africa are now 77 without loss. When you add 16 to that, they are 93 ahead. West Indies need wickets and they need it quickly, and Gudakesh Motie has an opportunity to put in a match-winning performance for the West Indies. The left-arm orthodox spinner out of Guyana comes round the wicket, bowls to Markram. Markram is onto the front foot. He plays it to mid-off, and there is no run. Motie to Markram off the back foot, and this pitch already is starting to show signs of keeping low as Markram was on the back foot and gets that one out to backward point, and there is no run. It's already starting to show shine. Motie switched to, they did got a singer, I did not know. 78 without loss. Motie to Zorzi and he defends out into the offside. This is going to be a very interesting battle. Motie bowls to Zorzi and he swept this away. Down behind square, straight to the fielder. There's another single there. The score now moves up now to 79 without loss. I think what Motie need to do is just to pull back. It's a very small margin for error, very small margin, but this is what international bowlers do. Motie to Markram, just use his feet slightly, just very short steps and play it back to the bowler on down the outside of the pitch, and there is no run. Let's watch. Motie in now to bowl to Markram. He's in bowl to Markram. Markram forward, solid in defense, plays it back down the pitch. The bowler field in his follow through, and there is no run. So after 30 overs in the South African second innings, they are 79 without loss. The lead is now 95. As I was saying about Gudakesh Motie, it's a very small margin for error in which just hitting the right spot, because if you are too short, Zorzi is going to pull you. But I think at the moment he's bowling a little too full to Zorzi and is being able to sweep. But international bowlers have to hit the right spot. And there's no excuse. He's playing international cricket and we expect him to deliver and deliver today. We need a match-winning performance from our premier orthodox spinner. The Zorzi seconds over his bat as Jayden Seals is going to come round the wicket to him. 3 steps goes down, Seals into Zorzi, drives to the man at cover, and there is no run. So earlier today, Jason Older brought up his another half century in his career as he made 54 not out as he and Shamar Joseph added 40 runs for the last wicket to bring West Indies close to the South African total. Since then, however, South Africa have pushed down to 79 without loss. So 79 without loss is South Africa. As he comes in now, Seals round the wicket, bowls to Zorzi, edge, drops short at third slip, and there is no run. So that was well bowled by Seals, edge by Zorzi, dropped short of third slip, and there was no run. So good probing bowling here by Jayden Seals. The West Indies have used 4 bowlers so far. Jayden Seals, 7.2 overs, none for 34. He had 1 maiden. Jason Older, 6 overs, 1 maiden, none for 15. Very tight. Shamar Joseph, 5 overs, no maiden, none for 21. I think he bowled a little attacking, which was good. I think I saw him going for a number of wicket-taking deliveries, and you could understand the 4.2 run rate of his bowling. As Seals pitched up to Zorzi, who drives to cover, and there's no run. Warrican didn't really pick it up cleanly, but he stopped it from passing him. The score remains at 79 without loss. Back to Shamar Joseph. And there was another ball to that. It was a wide. And it went for 5 wide because once again, Joshua Da Silva allows it to burst through his gloves. It was a simple take and he allows it to burst through his gloves. So not finding any excuse because that was a wide. It was very wide, but it could have been 1 instead of 5. And so it would have been 17 instead of 21. Joshua Da Silva not having a good game. Seals to Zorzi, defends out into the offside, and there is no run. Just calling it as I see it. And, you know, it's good to see Jason Older really buckling down. And I'm so happy for him. I'm absolutely happy for him. All of you knows my stance on Jason Older before the England series. But then since the England series, he has been doing well. And I'm happy to see that he has turned around his form. He has turned around his form and is giving his supporters a lot of joy. Very happy for Jason Older. Round the wicket comes Seals, bowl to Zorzi, just stand up tall and defend from the crease into the offside. And there is no run. So 1 delivery to come in over number 31. I know that the run rate right now, let me see, 79, 30 overs. The run rate is about, work it out for me, 3.8, 3.85 or thereabout. Is it on the screen? No, it's not on the screen. It's about 3.8, 3.85. And at the start of the innings before lunch, it was going that much higher than that because the West Indies bowlers, I think 2 things happened. They probably was a bit jaded, was a bit lethargic, and they were also trying to bowl too many wicket-taking deliveries. Seals over the wicket, bowls round the wicket to the bowls to Zorzi, edge behind Da Silva, hang on to a catch. Well done, Da Silva. Finally, Joshua Da Silva hung on to a catch. Jayden Seals getting the breakthrough. Nicked off. He couldn't drop this one. He certainly could have dropped this one. It was straight into what you call his bread basket, and he definitely could not have dropped that one. So Seals nicking off Zorzi, and after Joshua Da Silva dropped him earlier, finally, one goes straight into his bread basket, and Da Silva took the catch, throw it in the air, and I don't know why he's celebrating. He should be hanging him head in shame because he already dropped Zorzi. Nonetheless, we are happy that he took the catch. So Joshua da Silva finally, and the third attempt took a catch, and so West Indies were able to get the breakthrough. Seals getting the breakthrough. South Africa are now 79 for 1. Zorzi gone, caught by da Silva off the bowling of Jayden Seals for 39. The batsman Markram not out 28. So Seals 8 overs, 2 maiden, 34 for 1, and this was a wicket maiden. Well done, Jayden Seals. Happy for Jayden Seals. Glad, very glad that Joshua da Silva somehow managed to hold on to that catch. Well done, well done. My South African friend Envoy is here. West Indies bowlers are fine line and length. I don't think so. And well, before lunch you could say that. Yeah, you could say that. And say it must be so frustrating being a West Indies fan. You with your banter, Envoy. Oh boy, I appreciate though the banter. Yeah, well, the banter is good. It's good. So thank you for the banter. We can cope with your banter, Envoy. So Stubbs is it to comes in now to come to the crease, and Mark, he will not yet take strike. Markram is on strike. So let's watch Motie. Round the wicket, bowls to Markram, full delivery, plays it back down the pitch to the bowler, and there is no run. I'm sure Gudakesh Motie is very, very happy to see the back of Zorzi, and that was really a wide delivery. Didn't have to play at it. Motie bowls to Markram onto the front foot, plays it out into the offside, and there is no run. The score is 79 for 1. Good bowling here by Gudakesh Motie. Today is his day. I'm expecting a big performance from the left-arm spinner, bowl to Markram, who's off the back foot, strokes it to the man at cover. That is Keacy Carty. Nice to see Keacy Carty also stopping a ball. It's very good. 79 for 1. The lead is 95. It's growing all the time. Bowl to Markram. Markram off the back foot, strokes this to Carty again. He picks up cleanly, and there is no run. The score remains at 79 for 1. So the batsman out. Tony da Zorzi, caught by da Silva off the bowling of Seals for 39. As Motie bowls to Markram, turn that to the man at mid-wicket. Again, there is no run. One delivery to come in over number 32. West Indies finally getting a breakthrough. Comes in, bowl to Markram. Markram drives down to the man at long off. They will drop track to Singh, and he will keep the strike. As the score moves up to 80 at the end of over number 32, Markram moves up to 29. Stubbs is yet to face South Africa in their second innings, 80 for 1, and lead of 96. So Envoy saying that it must be so frustrating being a West Indies fan. I can't understand how one team can have one perfect session and then one horrible session later. This team is so inconsistent. It's hard to understand. Thank you for that comment. I can't add anything to that comment. And so you continue by saying that this is Envoy. First 6 of a season going for 42 runs in just is just unacceptable from the West Indies. Da Silva dropped catch. Well, he dropped 2 chances. Well, he dodged one. He dodged 1 chances and he dropped a chance. But finally, he hung on to 1. Let's watch. Yes, Dennis Plummer, he dropped a chance. Over the wicket, bowl to Markram that seemed away through to da Silva, and there is no run. Yes, he dodged 1 before lunch, and after lunch, he dropped a sitter. The ball hitting on his big toe, and he goes with it to 1 and lazy. See it there? You saw it on the screen there? That was lazy from him. That's a sitter. If that wasn't a sitter, there isn't a sitter. That's a straightforward catch for a wicket keeper. It almost burst his big toe, and he's catching with 1 hand. That tells me he was not ready. That tells me he was not keeping low. That tells me he was not concentrating. That tells me he was not zoning. Over the wicket, bowls to Markram, who plays this away down to third man for a singer, and Stubbs comes into strike. Markram will move up to 30. The score will move up to 81. South Africa in their second innings. So 4 deliveries to come in the over. They are 81 for 1. The lead is now 97. Atia Walters is saying different approach from the South African. Yes, and the pitch is contributing to that a lot. The pitch is flattening out. It appears that this time is the best time for batting. I've seen intense signs of it starting to turn already, and it is going to turn sharply. So it was definitely a good toss for the South African to have won, and it has now become even more important, even as Seals bowls outside the off stump to Stubbs, who leaves it alone and it goes through. And you see Stubbs hugging Joshua Da Silva and saying, thank God. Thank you, Lord. He finally holds on to one. He finally, as a different approach from the South African. Okay, I went through that one already. As Seals goes back to the top of his mark. As I saw Envoy made this comment, the slips. Let's come in. Let's watch now. Oh, that hand on the chin again. Seals bowls to Stubbs and Stubbs drive. Left of the man at mid-off and they go through for a singer. It's funny that I'm telling you the truth. If South Africa was feeling, that would not have been a singer. 82 for 1. Because they feel that at cover would have closed down on the ball so quickly. And because the batsmen would have seen the field at cover going towards the ball, they could not leave their crease until they are sure that it passed the field at cover. By that time, mid-off would have gotten into position and there would not have been a run. These things are things that the West Indies need to pick up on. Seals bowls to Markram, who defends down the offside of the pitch. Is no run. Those are basic things that you learn at high school, but we're just not doing it. Is it that our lack of fitness is preventing us from doing it? It's Seals bowling. Envoy, I think just before lunch, there was a ball that dropped short of second slip. And it was quite clear that in the South African first innings, we have the second slip a meter or two in front of first slip. And I was wondering why that never was the case just before lunch. Seals goes to Markram and Markram defends down the onside to the man at mid-wicket and there is no run. And I was asking myself why that wasn't the case, because you had it in the first innings where the fielder, the second slip was a meter or two in front of first slip, even in front of the keeper. And now in the second innings, you did not have it. Was that a lapse? I wonder, was that a lapse? Because there was an edge. I don't remember who the bowler was, but Markram was batting and it fell well short of second slip. And it came to me then that if they were in the same position as they were in the first innings, Mulder created two chances and Da Silva dodged one and drop one. Yes, Mikyle Douglas. I share those exact sentiments. That's what I'm saying. David Jackson saying that Silva has to do better. He's seen or being groomed. It seems to be a future captain of the West Indies. Thank you for sharing your views. He definitely has to do better. He cannot just be going out of a game, especially when you need to win the game. But today, I'm telling you, I just feel that today is Motie day. He's probably going to get about 6 for 50. Let's watch. Round the wicket, goals to Stubbs, who drives to extra cover, and there is no run. The score remains at 82 for 1. As 82 for 1, Motie bowls to Stubbs. Stubbs onto the front foot, and there is no run. The score remains at 82 for 1. So this is good from Gudakesh Motie. I just definitely think that it's going to be Gudakesh Motie day. There's a gut feeling. Round the wicket, forward short, they're going to slip. Bowls to Stubbs, who drives down to middle and can't score. The point that I was making there about the fielder coming in from cover and cutting the singer, it was evident there just now. After this delivery, elaborate, Motie bowls to Stubbs, who padded this away. Oh, pass where a short fine leg would have been, or a leg slip. They're gone for 1. They come back for 2 and sends the return in. That's odd. So Stubbs moves up now to 3. The score 84 for 1. The previous ball, if you're watching on TV, or if you're not watching, I hope that I can describe it well enough for you. Stubbs drove it to mid-on. But because the bowler was able to come across, he bowls to Stubbs and Stubbs drive down to long on for a single. He moves up to 85. Because the bowler was able to come across, it was too close to the bowler for the batsman to be certain that it would have passed the bowler. By the time it passed the bowler, mid-on was in position already to stop the single. And that is what I'm asking from the fielder at cover. When those balls are played to the left of mid-off, that fielder at cover must close in rapidly. The batsman cannot run because they don't know if you're going to get there. And so by the time it passes you, the mid-off would have been in position and they cannot run the single. That's all I'm asking. It's basic cricket. It's basic cricket. And I just hope that the coaches are making notes of these things. Hope that they are listening to me. And because they do listen. They do listen. Earl Thomas is saying, Kraigg needs to have more attacking fielders when Motie is bowling. It's a mistake to use him as a defensive bowler. He has a slip and he has a forward short leg. He has a short extra cover. He has a mid-off. He has a mid-on. So I don't know. I don't know. South Africa is leading by 101 runs. And for him to have a slip and a forward short leg, a silly a short extra cover and a mid-off, I don't share your views. I think that's a fair enough feel. It's a good blend of attack and defensive. South Africa is leading by 101 runs and 9 wickets in hand. So I don't necessarily concur, but again, you may well be right. I may well be wrong, but I do not concur. Shamar Joseph bowls to Stubbs and Stubbs plays this to mid-on and there is no run. And so I could well be wrong because if the team is leading by 101 runs with 9 wickets in hand and you have a slip and a forward short leg, a short extra cover and a mid-off and a mid-on and a mid-wicket, I can't blame Kraigg for that feel, but we all see things different in this community and it is good that you can express yourself. I have no issue with you seeing it differently. Joseph over the wicket, bowls to Stubbs. Stubbs stand up tall and plays it to the man at cover and there is no run. Mikyle Douglas is saying, I'm just praying the ball goes to second or third slip. I don't trust Warrican at first slip. Well, okay, Mikyle, I understand the confidence thing because confidence is a big thing in life, you know. It's a big thing. And so you don't have any confidence at Warrican at first slip. Let's hope he hold on to it, though, if it goes to him. Joseph over the wicket, bowls to Stubbs and Stubbs looking to turn that one into the onside, taken and the pad balloon out into the offside, and there is no run. The score remains at 85 for 1. The lead is now 101. 101 the lead. Yes, AR, welcome to the show, man. Glad that you are here. Please remember to share the video, subscribe, and click on the thumbs up. If you are watching on television, I don't know how to slash on the like button, but if you're on tablets, your phone, your TV, Joseph runs in and your boxes run up. Is there an issue there? Is he looking down? Did he feel something? Or was it just a case that he just didn't think he got it right? So if you're watching on your phone, your tablet, your laptop, just below the screen here, there's a thumbs up sign. Please click on that thumbs up sign. That's the like button. So please click on it. Share the channel with your friend. The share button is also there. It's free to subscribe. It's free to share. It's free to like. Oran Hernandez blessing. Joseph over the wicket, bowls to Stubbs. Stubbs defend, and there is no run. Was Shamar Joseph just struggling a little there as he running? You know, it's very, very interesting there. So Stubbs is on 4, Markram is on 30. 3 slips for Shamar Joseph as he's operating with 3 slips and 3 fielders on the offside, backward point, cover and mid-off. A mid-on, a mid-wicket and a man on the long leg boundary. So that's the field for Shamar Joseph. He bowls to Stubbs, and Stubbs turned this into the onside. The man at mid wicket field, and there is no run. The score remains 85 for 1. Stephen Roach is saying, no wonder Clive Light said never again will we pick a spinner, but the best bowlers in the region, so Motie Warrican, are lucky. Let's watch Shamar. As I told you, the field. 3 slips, backward point, cover mid-off, mid-on, mid-wicket, and a long leg. Those are the fields. Shamar Joseph over the wicket, bowls to Stubbs down the leg side. He clips it into the man at mid-wicket, and there is no run. And made the over by Shamar Joseph. So he has now bowled 6 overs, 1 maiden, none for 21. And at the end of the over number 25, South Africa in their second innings are 85 for 1. They lead by 101. The batsman out, the Zorzi, for 39. The batsmen to come are Bavuma, Bedingham, Verreynne, Mulder, Maharaj, Rabada, Pete, and Berger. So Stephen Rhodes said, Clive Light said, never again will he pick a spinner. What? Oh, that was after there were 3 spinners in the team. There was Padmore, there were Halley, and what's the left arm spinner name? Jumadine. And India chased down that 402 to win in Trinidad. I think they lost on the 4 wickets. And so after that, he said, was it that he'll never? I don't know if it was never, but I don't remember the exact quote. But you said he said never, so it's fine. But I got the point that you are making. Motie bowls to Markram and he drives. The man at mid cover runs to his right and field because the bowler put in the effort, and so he was able to off-stop it, and Markram is kept on strike. Motie again. He comes in now, bowl to Markram, and Markram drives back to the bowler, and there is no run. The score remains at 85 for 1. Gudakesh Motie. Let's watch what he's doing here now. Bowls to Markram, and Markram flashes this away down towards the cover boundary. The man gave chase from cover, picks up, he didn't quite time it, and they got a single. So Stubbs and 4 will comes into strike, 86 for 1. So there's a field for Motie. That's a good field. You cannot be more attacking than this when you are trailing by 102 with 9 wickets in hand. Bowls to Stubbs on the edge, pass first slip. It's going to run away towards the 3rd man boundary. Warrican gave chase, picked it up just about a meter within the boundary, sends the return in, and they come back for 3. That's looked to be 3. Let's watch. And so Stubbs move up to 7. The score now moves up to 89 for 1. So that was edged to the right of the man at first. Just watch. Let's watch the replay. He was never going to catch that. It was short of him and to his right. And it runs away down to 3rd man. And the gentleman who said that he needed a more attacking field now, I'm sure that he's shouting out, said, you see, if you had a second slip. Okay, so I can understand that. Short from Motie, and it bang away down towards the boundary for 4, the cover boundary. So that was short from Motie, and Markram bang it away down to the cover boundary for 4. So Africa moves up to 93 for 1. So yes, the gentleman who is saying that we need a more attacking field, he's probably going to say if there was a second slip, but you know, you can't have them everywhere. And I think with a team leading by over 100, I know the vast majority of you, if you are not player CC, you are going to agree with me. If you are not player CC, let's come. Let's watch now as Motie bowls to Markram and Markram defends. He already got 7 out of the over. He doesn't need to take any chance. At the end of the over, 93 for 1. It seems like it's the drinks break, so we can go through some of your comments slowly. They're leading now by 109. 109. Mikyle Douglas, how you doing? How much is the most you want us to chase, Mr. Forum? All right. 102. Motie will probably get 6 for 50. I just feel that. So 220. All right. I would like us to chase more than 220, but I still think we can get 270, 280. I think tomorrow, third day, this pitch is going to be very, very good for batting. And I still have hope that we can bowl out South Africa today. So we could probably, I would satisfied with 220, 230. I would satisfy chasing that. But I also think that we can chase 270. So 270 is on the top end of what I would want to chase. You understand? On the top end, and 230 is on the bottom end. So I really hope that I'm going for 230, but I still think we can get 270. I hope it doesn't get to that. Good question. Good question. What's your thoughts? How many you think? What's your thought? I know Stephen Roach is commenting and he's saying that I know exactly why West Indies are not doing as well as in their A day. No intimidation. Can you imagine Andy Roberts, Michael Holden, Colin Croft, Joel Garner? You are scared even before your bat. That was true. That was true, but working with this present generation, Stephen Roach, because we are now in a different era. We have different players. Our bowlers like Shamar Joseph, who's playing in this match, are there others like Shamar Joseph who's capable of bowling 90 miles per hour? We do have bowlers who can bowl 90 miles per hour. And why I say Shamar Joseph is because he's in this match. And you know me, I always concentrate on those who are playing right now. You know? And Jayden Seals can bowl high 80s. We saw Jason Holder bowling mid 80s. My view, and I don't know how many times I would have said this, but I would have said it so many times. The real issues that I think with West Indies cricket is that the players are not doing the basic long enough for it to become second nature. They are not doing the boring things. Doing the basic things are very boring enough. But it is the basic things that all great players do best. Good afternoon, Jamor Small. It's a pleasure to have you here, man. Jerome Joseph is saying, good afternoon. They are batting us out of the game. We have to take wickets. Agree with you, Jerome Joseph. Yes, and it's important that we rally around the West Indies, said Jerome Joseph. Yes, man, he's saying rally around the West Indies, lads. We should not have to chase more than 250. I don't want us to do. Says, as we restart, is a standard field, the three slips, the backward point, the cover, the mid off, the mid on, the mid wicket, and the man on the long leg boundary. Shamar Joseph over the wickets to Stubbs, bowls to Stubbs, and Stubbs plays forward. It squeezes off the inner portion of the bat, down to where backward square leg would have been. Warrican, what mid wicket, have to give chase, and in the meantime, the batsman got a chance to go through for a single. The score moves up to 94. Markram is on 35, comes into strike. The lead is 110. That was a good delivery. Comes off the inner portion of the bat. You cannot have fielders everywhere, and so they got a single. Stephen Roach, nice. Over the wicket, goes to Markram, who's off the back foot, strokes that away, down towards cover. The fielder comes around, sends the return in. They will come back for the second, and the score moves up now to 96 for 1. So that was just a little wit there. Markram at the top of the bunks, in command, strokes it down to the fielder coming around from third man for 2. The score moves up now to 96 for 1. The lead is now 112. Nice, Stephen Roach, to give a batting target. Well, I give my target already. And so this is lovely. Joseph bowls to Markram, and Markram plays it to the man at mid-on, and there is no run. Good, I like this. David Jackson saying, I don't think West Indies can chase any score beyond 260. All right, thank you. I appreciate that. That is good. So you don't think we can get 260? I think we can get 270. And this is, I like the different views, the different opinions. I really enjoy that. I really like that. Shamar Joseph comes in, bowls to Markram. Markram defends to the man at mid-off, and there is no run. Very good delivery there by Shamar Joseph. Touchdown in the right ear. It's very good. It's going to be very interesting to see the follow-up delivery. That one touchdown, hard back of a length, coming into the batsman, and Markram with a straight bat watches the ball closely, plays it to mid-off as that one comes back into Markram. You know, and I hope that our batsmen like Brathwaite is looking at how Markram played that delivery, because Brathwaite would have a lot of trouble playing that delivery. Joseph over the wicket, bowls to Markram, and Markram solid in defense. Good bowling here by Shamar Joseph. He plays it down back the pitch. The bowler allows it to pass him because he knows that mid-off is behind him and there is no run. It was a travelling with only great praise. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it, especially for those who cannot watch the match, whether by choice or just don't have the opportunity to watch the match, but is tuning into the live commentary. While I appreciate everyone who is here and happy for everyone, I appreciate you more, and I'm happy that I can bring it to you. Joseph bowls to Markram. He drives to the right of cover and to the left of mid-off, and they will go through for a single. So at the end of over number 37, South Africa are 97 for 1. 97 for 1 at the end of number 37. Markram is not out on 38. With him, Stubbs is on 8. Shamar Joseph have completed his 7th over, and after 7 overs, he has bowled 1 maiden, none for 25. So after 7 overs, Shamar Joseph, 1 maiden, none for 25, and his economy keeps going down. Stephen Roach doesn't agree with me that we are in a different era. No, man, you're saying that we are not in a different era. Look what Wood did to West Indies in England through his intimidation. All right, so let's watch Motie. Comes in, bowls to Markram, and Markram drives down to long off. They will get a singer. So the score goes up now to one more. 99, is it now? 99 or 98? Because I was paid at, sorry, I think it's 98 for 1. Sorry, 98 for 1. Stubbs, who's on 8, comes into strike. Motie bowls to Stubbs. Stubbs plays it back to Motie. Down back the offside of the pitch, and there is no run. The score remains at 98 for 1. So let's watch Stubbs now as he seconds. Motie is going round the wicket with a slow left down orthodox spinner. Slipped on a forward short leg. Stubbs onto the front foot. Drives this down to the man on the long off boundary. They go through for another singer. The score now moves up to 99 for 1. Stubbs is on 9. Markram, who's on 39, comes back into strike. The lead continues to go up. 115 is it. West Indies need to get wickets, and they need to get them in a hurry. Motie bowls to Markram. Markram onto the front foot, plays it to the man at extra cover, and there is no run. So let me give you the fielders who I know. There's a slip, a forward short leg, a backward point, very close in, a short extra cover, close in also. Motie round the wicket, bowls to Markram, and he places one down to where a fine leg should be, looking for a single first slip. Gave chase. Did they go for the single? No. So they did not get the single there. Is that the end of the over? Markram remains on 39. Stubbs is on 9. One delivery to come in over number 38. Gudakesh Motie bowls to Markram, and Markram check drive down to long off for a single. He will move up to 40. That's the South African 100. So Markram is on 40. Stubbs is on 9. The batsman out, the Zorzi for 39, caught Joshua da Silva off the bowling of Jayden Seals. South Africa 100 for 1. They lead by 116 during the post-lunch session on the second day of the second test at the Guyana National Stadium on the outskirts of Georgetown in Guyana. So, Stephen Roach is saying that, yes, man, we are in a different era based on the players, the quality of the players that we have. I believe that we have players in the West Indies who can create that intimidator factor if they are willing to put in the hard work. I believe most of the time, let's watch Shamar Joseph. He comes in now, bowls to Markram, and Markram places to the man at mid-wicket, and there is no run. I believe that West Indies players tends to train with him themselves. They do not look to push their body to the extreme limit like our track and field personnel do, like Julian Andre. And what's her name? The young lady from St. Lucia. Julian and Aldred. And someone will remind me of her name, or maybe it doesn't really matter. But you got the point I'm making. Over the wicket comes Shamar Joseph, bowl to Markram. He defends down the offside of the pitch, and there is no run. I would have made the point on a number of times, and I'm probably becoming boring now. That young lady that won the 100 meter at the Olympics, she attended high school in Jamaica. While in high school in Jamaica, as Shamar Joseph bowls now, he comes in. Over the wicket, bowls to Markram, and Markram drives in a portion of the bat. It will go down to fine leg. They will go through for a single. That's a lovely delivery by Shamar Joseph. The luck definitely not going West Indies way today at all. It was pitched up. Markram was into the drive. It comes off the inner portion of the bat and goes down to fine leg. He moves up to 41. They are 101 for 1. The lead is 117. And she would train 20 hours a day. No, not a day. 20 hours per week in Jamaica. She would rest on Thursday, or probably just doing some stretching or some light work. But the hard work was from Monday to Thursday, 20 hours. Over the wicket, bowls to Markram, not Markram Stubbs, and he defend out into the offside, and there is no run. So she will train 20 hours from Monday to Thursday. And Friday she either rests or, depend on what she's going to do on the Saturday, what event she will take part in on the Saturday. The coach might give her some light stretching or ask her to do some light running, but it's generally nothing. Probably just Joseph bowls to Stubbs, who plays it back to Joseph, and there is no run. So on Saturday, she will go to a meet. And those who are in track and field knows that although you are a 100, 200 meter runner, sometimes you go to a meet and you run 800 or you run 400, depends on the program that the coach have for you, depends on the strength depends on where you are in your training, or you probably run the 100 or 200, depends on how you want it to get sharp, or you probably run a 150 or a 250 or whatsoever. So on a Saturday, she will go to a meet. As Joseph comes in now to bowl to Stubbs, and Stubbs drive down to mid-off, and there is no run. That's a very good over from Shamar Joseph again. Just one from that over, so you have completed his 8th over now, 1 maiden, none for 26. So that's just one. So let me just wrap up this quickly before the start of the next over. So she trained 20 hours Monday to Thursday. She basically rests on Friday. And Saturday she compete. And Sunday she do her chores, her home chores, her washing and so on and all of them things. She also have to do her SBA. She have to do her assignment. She have to go to class. Because she would not have gotten a scholarship to go to the University of Texas or something like Texas A&M or so on if she was not doing her schoolwork. Now, West Indies players, cricketers would consider that burnout. That's the point I want to make. We don't put that effort. If West Indies cricketers were prepared to train 20 hours a week, we would have 8, 10 bowlers bowling at 95, 96, 98 miles per hour. And so I'll do a go around in a circle. That's the exact point I want to make. Carlos Richards is saying, any score beyond 250, I will get worried for the West Indies. Donald Popper, good morning. Welcome to the show. Motie bowls to Markram, who just guide this into the offside, and they go through for a single. The score moves up now to 102 for 1. Stubbs on 9 comes into strike. Markram is on 42. So Donald Popper, good afternoon to you, man. Respect to you every time. Yagish Pune, as Motie comes in bold to Stubbs, he pulled out the reverse sweep and swept it away down to third man for 4. So there comes the reverse sweep, time for Warrican. And that swept away down to third man for 4. 106 for 1. 106 for 1. So the lead is piling on all the time. It's increasing all the time. So Motie is in 7th over. None for 18 so far. None for 22. Sorry. Bowls to Stubbs. Stubbs play that one at the top of the bunks. And it goes to the man at cover. And there is no run. Comes in now. Motie bowls to Stubbs. And Stubbs drive into the offside. Cannot beat the man at cover again. There is no run. Sorry. So having scored at 4 out of the over, he's not going to be in any rush. It has to be a bad delivery. Motie bowls to Stubbs. Stubbs onto the front foot. Strokes it again to the man at cover. Again, there is no run. 1 delivery to come in this over. 106 for 1. Stubbs is on 13. He faces Motie and Motie drives. Beat that man at cover now. Wide of the man at long off. That is Jason Holder, who picks up with his left hand. Stubbs moves up to 14. He will keep the strike. Markram is on 42. And at the end of over number 30, South Africa batting a second time are 107 for 1. The lead is now 120, 123. Can West Indies win this match? All right. South Africa are definitely in the driver's seat. South Africa definitely has the upper hand. It will be difficult for West Indies to win from here, but as a West Indies supporters, we have to be always open. So now what I want from us as West Indies supporters now is we have looked at the target. We think that we should not be chasing. Most persons said 250. One person said 260. I said 270. So we have different views, but say it's somewhere between 270 and less. Now, how do we get out South Africa for less than 240, being that they are 107 for 1? So we need 9 wickets for 133 runs. 3 sips goes down as Holder bowls down the leg side to Stubbs, who move a far way across the crease through to the keeper, and there is no run. Now I'm not drinking any coffee today, Stephen Roach. As you see, I am drinking water today. I'm drinking Crystal Punch today. Crystal Punch. You see, I am alone in the studio today. I have no assistant, so I'm drinking Crystal Punch and I'm eating hair pie today, just to bring you live commentary. You see, I love you. I love you, man. All the balls to Stubbs, who turn this to forward of square leg, and there is no run. The score remains at 107 for 1. I love doing this for the people, especially, as I always said, those who do not have an opportunity to watch the match on television. I get great pleasure in doing this. Absolutely. So it's ear pie and Crystal Punch. Up to tea. After tea, I will drink tea. I will have something, and I will start back probably half an hour or so after tea. But today is ear pie and Crystal Punch. I have no assistant here today. It's during the week, today. Over the wicket now, bowls to Stubbs, down the leg side again by Mulder, and there is no run. Cabela Sebeli, Doc, the wicket appears to be slowing down, and I would badly predict that whatever runs we need to get, we would be victorious. To me, this is Brathwaite coming of age. He will score a century. I so hope you are right, Cabello Sebeli. We definitely hope you are right. The rain is falling where I am right now. Over the wicket comes Mulder, bowls to Stubbs. Stubbs is solid in defense, plays it to mid-on, and there is no run. I definitely hope that you are right. Definitely hope that you're right. Oh, Shivdarin Chandapal, who turns 50 today. Oh, well done. Thank you very much for that update. Wish Shivdarin Chandapal many more happy birthday. Really wish him a very happy birthday, and hope that he will have many more. Yes, Envoy. Envoy saying that all the balls to Stubbs, and Stubbs solid in defense, and there is no run. He's bowling with 3 slips. So very happy to see how well we are batting. So that is Envoy. He's a South African. Yes, I appreciate that you are batting well. You look good. Coming back to the person who said that the pitch has slowed down. It is playing much better than it was yesterday. Clearly, it is now compact and it is very good for batting. Yes. I don't know if it necessarily slow down because the batsman love pace when the ball comes on easily. Lord appeal, that one nick back, not out, said the umpire from Bangladesh. Probably height. It is probably high. Let's see what is going to happen. But it nicked back. It is probably high. It's probably umpire's call. Brathwaite is going for it. So Brathwaite is going for it. So let me run through a few of your comments. Why Ultra Edge Bill? They must see how the Blue Mountain. I'm telling you, Stephen Roach, you need to get some of that Blue Mountain coffee. It's the best in the world. It's the absolute best coffee in the world. Athanaze is saying, so let's look. I think it is probably high, but it came back sharply. Look, height is going to be an issue here. You know that it's below the knee roll, so you know that height is not going to be an issue. I'd be so disappointed if that is hitting. And this umpire who gave Sharadura, he's from Bangladesh. Let's say that I don't want to mispronounce these names because you know they are difficult to pronounce. So the Bangladeshi umpire who gave Shamar Joseph out is on a scrutiny right now. It missing. Okay, good decision. Lucky. He's lucky. Good decision. But I hope this morning you had made such a good decision. He's from Bangladesh. So Athena is saying, rally around the West Indies. No one forever. Rally around the West Indies. Never say never. That was a good delivery from Joseph though. Choose set you free or you're back on land. The last time I checked, you were out on a boat in the river or something like that. So it's good to know that you are back on land. I hope you really enjoy your stay. After 30 was South Africa are 107 for 1. Markram is on 42. Stubbs is on 14. The batsman out. The Zorzi for 39. Yet to bat for South Africa, Temba Bavuma, the captain, David Bedingham, Kyle Verreynne, Wildan Mulder, Dane Pete, Keshav Maharaj, Kagiso Rabada, Nandre Berger. Those are the batsmen yet to bat. The bowling for the West Indies, Jayden Seals, 9 overs, 2 maiden, 1 for 36. Jason Holder, 7 overs, 2 maiden, none for 15. As Motie bowls to Markram is forward, and there is no run. Shamar Joseph, 8 overs, 1 maiden, none for 26, and West Indies using their pacers in short bursts, which I don't have an issue with. I think I said that. Motie bowls short to Markram, he cuts it away. Good effort by Warrican at backward point. The batsman cannot score 1-7 for 1. I think was when I just came or before lunch, I said that the spinners from one end and the pacers in short bursts. So that's exactly what Brathwaite is doing. Bowl to Motie, and he plays this to mid wicket, and there is no run. So he has moved the forward short leg, which I probably not in total agreement with. Or if you are moving the forward short leg, probably you should put him to Silva mid off. Motie bowls to Markram, is forward. The score is at 107 for 1. This is a much better over from Gudakesh Motie. He has so far bowled 7.4 overs, 1 maiden, none for 23. He comes in now to bowl to Markram, round the wicket, slip and a slim and a short mid-off, and there is no run as he plays that to backward point. So Gudakesh Motie is operating with a slip, a backward point, a cover, a short extra cover, and a long off. Let's watch now as he comes round the wicket, bowls to Markram, and Markram again is forward, probably pad first nonetheless. That was a maiden by Gudakesh Motie. So 8 overs, 1 maiden, none for 22 maidens, sorry, none for 23. Well bowled Gudakesh Motie, much better over. Charles is saying Brathwaite is boring. Why is he not using Warrican or try Hodge for a little variety? Thank you very much, Charles Taylor, and I always love these different tactics coming forward, these different strategy that persons will use. I always love to see them coming forward. I always love to see the different opinions, because in the end, we don't know who's going to get it right. Persons will say I get it right a lot, but I try to stay balanced. But I always love to see the different tactics coming through. As we watch now as Stubbs secors. Over the wicket comes Older bowls to Stubbs. Stubbs turn this into the onside forward of square. The fielder swoops down on it, and the batsman has to stay in their crease. So this is nice from the West Indies. I think it's 2 consecutive maidens overs have been bowled, and so that was a good delivery there from Older also. Christopher Clark, I wish you the best. He's saying that, good afternoon from Bermuda. We are bracing for a hurricane. So may miss tomorrow. Let's wish you the best and hope that the hurricane doesn't affect you and you doesn't lose light. As Shamar, as Older bowls to Stubbs, and Stubbs defend again into the onside. There's 3 slips for Jason Older. It's a standard field, no gully, 3 slips. The backward point, the cover, the mid-off, the mid-on, the mid-wicket, and the man on the long leg boundary. That's the standard field for Jason Older. So he's operating with 3 slips. So he has 3 persons catching. So I hope that you're not affected tomorrow. I wish you all the best, and hope that you could join us tomorrow. If you don't join us tomorrow, hope that by Sunday, probably by Sunday, this match will be over. Older bowls to Stubbs, and Stubbs is forward, and there is no run. So, we have our hurricane relief effort that we are doing. We are in the process of acquiring some stuff, So you can contribute to hurricane relief. If I'm not necessarily you, Charles, Christopher Clark, I know you're up against it. True Basic is saying that we should bowl some cutters now, and then as Mulder prove it's keeping low. Older bowl to Stubbs, and Stubbs whip this away. Through square leg, the fielder comes off the backward square leg boundary. That's Shamar Joseph, and he throws it into the keeper, and they go through for 2 seals. Sorry, that was seals down there. So Stubbs move up to 16. Markram is on 42. 109 for 1. Can somebody tell me whether Shamar Joseph is on the field or not? It will be very interesting to know. I want to know if Shamar Joseph is on the field. 8 overs, 1 maiden, none for 26. That's Shamar Joseph. It will be very interesting to know if he's yeah. So good that you are back, man. Good that you are back. I'm happy that you are back. Very happy that you are back on land, and I do hope that you enjoy yourself. So it looks like we're going to get a change of ball. 2 overs before tea. Probably West Indies just want to get in 1 over instead of 2. That ball not going through the circle. So they are calling for a change of ball. Look how this umpire is going to walk slowly out now. Slowly out. He's not running in. He's not even walking briskly as in other countries. I saw some countries where they jog. Look at him. Having a good day. He knows the camera. Oh, he's walking a little quicker today. To be fair, well done, man. He's walking a little quicker today. This is good. Somebody talked to him, you know. Somebody spoke to him and said, listen, my man, it's the cricket the persons are watching, you know, not you. So you get out there as quickly as possible. So it's good that somebody would have talking to him. So I am very grateful for this live commentary. I lost cable and internet service when Hurricane Beryl affected St. Vincent and the Grenadines, so I am unable to get television coverage. Thank you, David Jackson, and I'm here, man, and I'm glad to bring it to you. I am absolutely glad to bring it to you, man. So Stephen Roach. Stephen Roach, the better players are at home with their heads dropped because they are using the West Indies just to boost their career. Our best players are at home or overseas playing the game called fast money. And he's saying that Stephen is saying that changing sport for the moment. As you said that, what time is the Manchester United match starting? It should be starting anytime soon now. Manchester United against Fulham, that should be starting anytime soon now as we pushed up towards tea. So, yes. Good afternoon, Mr. Brown. All I have to say is our batsmen not learning because they kept getting out the same way all the time. I won't even say similar. But Mikyle Douglas, I don't believe you. You cannot be right, Mikyle Douglas. I do not think you are right, Mikyle Douglas. I think you are dead wrong. I think you are absolutely dead wrong, Mikyle Douglas. Over the wicket, bowls to Stubbs, and he looked to drive, mistimed the drive, and he's saying that one curve in the air. So probably West Indies have gotten a ball that is going to move around in the air. So let's say the batsman not learning. Mikyle Douglas, you are dead wrong. Absolutely wrong. You cannot be more wrong. If you are not wrong, then the West Indies captain is wrong. So which one of you are wrong? Because the West Indies captain said they learned. We have learned. Over the wicket, balls to Stubbs allows it to go through outside the half stump and there is no run. So, Mikyle Douglas, both of you can't be right, you know. Because Kraigg Brathwaite, you have repeated it on a number of occasions. Just like how I sounds like a broken record on occasion, it's the same way with Kraigg Brathwaite repeating time and time again that the West Indies have learned 109 for 1 after 33 overs. So the final over before tea coming up, or probably can get 2 more in. Maybe, let's see. I know you are saying that they are not learning. So Mikyle Douglas, who is wrong? I want to believe that you are right, you know, Mikyle Douglas. I want to believe that you are right. But should I give the benefit of the doubt to the more experienced West Indies captain who has been there, done that? Or should I give it to you for your expert analysis and your expert observation? Because I think you are right. I think you are right that they are not learning, but should I go against the West Indies captain who said they have learned? Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Markram seconds. Motie round the wicket as the slips goes down short. Cut away. Cannot beat backward point. Warrican in the way. He stopped it. Never picked up cleanly. And there is no run. So Christopher Clark is saying that you are right, Mikyle. Oh, it's Mikyle Davis. Oh, sorry, Mikyle Davis. I think it was Mikyle Douglas, you know. Oh, what's wrong with me? You see it, Stephen Roach? Because I'm not drinking any coffee. I'm not drinking any coffee. Mikyle Davis. I think I met Mikyle Davis in Barbados. I think so, you know. I think I met Mikyle Davis. Was it Mikyle Davis? Bowls. That's Motie. Bowls to Markram, who plays it down to the man at mid-on, who is deep, but they cannot get on the run. The score is 109 for 1. Motie in, bowl to Markram. The slips goes down and Markram flashes this away. Down to the man at mid-off, and now a deep mid-off, or you could say a short long-off, and they go through for a single. He moves up now to 43. Stubbs will come into strike. 110 for 1. This may well be the final over before tea. Was that a drop? Was that a drop catch, or it was on the bounce? Ball to Stubbs off the back foot, and he strokes it to the man at cover, and there is no run. It's going to be very interesting. Let's see. It was a dropped. Oh, it was a dropped. It was a drop chance. Bowls drive to the right of that man at short extra cover. He beats him again. They go through for a single. And the score moves up now to 111 for 1. So Markram was dropped. Who was it at short extra cover there? So the man was moved from forward short leg and placed at short extra cover. And who was that? Was it Brathwaite? Who was that person at short extra cover? Who was that? That was a dropped. So Christopher Clark believed that Mikyle Davis is right. I'm leading towards Mikyle Davis, you know, but I'm really telling towards lead. Yeah. Yeah, that's the exact thing you said to me in Barbados when we met. That was the exact thing you said. I keep on calling you Mikyle Douglas. That's the exact thing you said, and I apologize then, and I keep on doing it again. Who was it that dropped that catch? I'm just trying to figure the body of the person. At first, it looks to be Brathwaite, but it could be Athanaze, you know. I didn't quite pick it up. So someone tell me who dropped the catch. Was it Brathwaite, Athanaze? They're showing Athanaze, so it must be. That was a dolly door. It was hit hard, but it hit straight to him. And so if we can't, oh boy. The less said on that, the better. Older bowls to Stubbs. Stubbs plays it down the inside of the pitch, and there is no run. Christopher Clark is saying that Brathwaite is being politically correct. He needs to resign as captain. Well, Christopher Clark, I've made my position clear from I think it was the second test match in England or the third test match. You know, I'm now Brathwaite out. And the funny thing about it, over the wicket comes Older ball to Stubbs. He leaves it alone outside the half stump, and it goes through to the keeper, and there is no run. Before that second test match, when I called for Brathwaite out, I was always Brathwaite in, and I was always defending why he should remain captain. Persons used to say at the time that how much Brathwaite paying you and those things. As soon as I became Brathwaite out, persons are asking me what Brathwaite doing me. I don't understand. Like, I made my own decisions. At the forward comes Stubbs as Jason Older pitched up. At the time when I was saying Brathwaite in, I believe that he should be the captain. No, I don't think he should be the captain. He doesn't pay me anything to say that he should be the captain. He has done me nothing for me to say that he should not be the captain. I am entitled to my own opinion. And I said that I don't think he should be any longer the captain. So I think he's out. Thank you for confirming, Christopher Clark, that it was Athanaze. Yes, Mikyle Douglas, thank you. Michael Davis, I got your name right this time. Older pitched up to Stubbs. He leaves it alone outside the arch stump. It goes through to the keeper and there is no run. One delivery to come before T. Envoy, I know that you're going to come with your banter, you know. You hear what Envoy from South Africa is saying? Brilliant feeling, Athanaze. I love to see it. Oh, I just love the banter, Envoy. I really appreciate it. Stephen Roach is saying, please keep this man away from the Blue Mountain coffee. 3 slips goes down, Older skips ball to Stubbs, leave alone outside the arch stump. That's T. And so South Africa goes to T on Nelson. 111 for 1. That lead is now 127. Markram is not out on 43 from 93 deliveries. You have it 5 fours. And Tristan Stubbs is not out on 17 from 44 deliveries, hitting 1-4. The batsman to go, Tony the Zorzi. He was out for 39, caught by Joshua the Silva off the bowling of Jayden Seals. He hit 5 fours and faced 72 deliveries. The bowling for the West Indies, Jayden Seals, 9 overs, 2 maidens, none for 36. Jason Older, 9 overs, 2 maiden. Jayden Seals, 9 overs, 2 maiden, 1 for 36. Jason Older, 9 overs, 2 maiden, none for 17. Shamar Joseph, 8 overs, 1 maiden, none for 26. Gudakesh Motie, 9 overs, 2 maiden, none for 25. That is the West Indies bowling. So at T, South Africa batting in their second innings are 111 for 1. They lead the West Indies by 127 runs. On the first day, South Africa were bowled out for 160. West Indies in reply were bowled out this morning for 144. Jason Older getting 54 not out. ISO, welcome man, welcome. You always support your decision with reason. I respect your opinion. Thank you very much, Christopher Clark. I appreciate that. George Chambers is saying, I think it was Oral Tracy who said that West Indies cricket cannot think for long. Gee, as I mentioned, Oral Tracy there, you know. Well, I'm not going to get into that anyhow. Mikyle Douglas is saying the captaincy of the test team is in a catch-22 situation. Could you explain more, Mikyle Douglas, especially when we come back after the tea break? Changing Brathwaite as captain, I am not stiff. This team will bring progress because a lot depends on the players. Each individual have a role to play. Changing Brathwaite as captain, I am not stiff. Mikyle Douglas, I think you are saying that you are not for it. That's okay. I don't have any issue with anyone who don't think that Brathwaite should be the captain. Look, I remember reminding you that when we did the poll, 35% of the over 500 persons that respond to the poll. It's the first we ever have so many respondents to a poll that we have done. And 35% of the 500 said that they would like him to remain captain. So that is 175. So he does have some support. But however, 56%, you know, so that 56%, that's almost 270. Almost 270 said that they don't want him to be a captain, you know, and the rest didn't sure. The other 15% were not sure. So was it 50? The other 10% were not, 9% were not sure whether he should remain captain. So Brathwaite does as support, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that my belief, and it could be wrong. The 56% of us could be wrong and the 35% right. But the fact is that this is a democracy and 56% of us believe that he should not be the captain. Christopher Clark saying that, well, yeah, it's good to have you. Yeah, he's saying that Brathwaite got the captaincy when he was about to be dropped. And there's a you sure about that, Christopher Clark? Because he was still our leading opener at the time. He's still our leading opening batsman. Apart from the double century that Chanderpaul made in Zimbabwe, I don't think any West Indies opener have made a century. When was the last time our West Indies opener have made a century except Kraigg Brathwaite? Could someone please do the research and tell me? If we drop Brathwaite, his career is over and he'll get to spend more time with his horses. Yeah, that easy, that Stephen Roach. The West Indies are already panicking about the lead by dropping catches already. Christopher Clark is saying that 35% who think that Brathwaite should remain captain was probably asleep and missed the question. SOS, thank you for your comment. I appreciate it. Thank you for your comment. But you know that that is something that probably could be discussed after the cricket match. But you know me, and you know that I'm not going to discuss that during a match when the West Indies is actually out on the field playing, to discuss something about someone else who is not in the team. So that is another discussion for another time. Maybe when we are doing the review of the test match, which is not far from now, because this match will finish by Sunday sometime, maybe finish even tomorrow. So anywhere between Sunday and Monday, we'll be doing the review of the test match. And I welcome you at that time to contribute, and so we could discuss comments like those further. But generally, I don't read those comments when we are concentrating on a test match. When this is happy birthday to Chanderpaul, we appreciate it. We don't have an issue telling Chanderpaul happy birthday. And Mikyle Douglas, me too. I wish I could drop. Well, it's not dropped him as captain. It's taken away the captaincy from him and have him play as a batsman. I think he will contribute much more. Mikyle Douglas. Okay, so thank you all for being here. I will be back with you probably in another hour or so for the final session of the day's play. So until then, take care. See you then. See you around sometime, probably about 3 o'clock. Here about as we go right up to the close of play then. Bye for now.